there. I'm Mr. 1% Unlimited Thinker.
And I'm James the Trainer.
And this is the Stop Wasting Your Time.
Let's talk about it.
Well, James, I think I'm going to let you recap this morning.
Okay.
Go right ahead, and then I'll chime in every now and then, because I think you got some really good stuff for them today.
So, yesterday what we talked about was some of the recipes that you could have chosen for your Super Bowl party. If you didn't choose healthier options, I gave you options that we can think about, that you can work on, that you can apply for your next viewing party, for your next graduation party, baby shower, whatever you have that you have people coming over, you want healthier food options, we gave them to you on Monday. Monday show we talked about a apple and brie quesadilla. We talked about a chipotle chicken sweet potato skin. Those are just some options that you can choose, that you can make to be cautious of your current lifestyle change, as well as other people's choices to go their preference diet-wise.
Okay. Well, I really like that sweet potato, whatever you said it was.
Chipotle chicken, sweet potato skin?
Yeah, the one that's that tongue twister.
Yeah.
The tongue twister. But I don't want to forget, guys, we still got the whistle going on. Did you blow your whistle today to keep you accountable to yourself and your goals? It is February the 6th,
Yes, it is.
2019. If you've been working out up to now, taking care of yourself, constantly talking to yourself, motivating yourself, saying, I'm going to stick with my health plan, kudos to you. I'm giving a hand off to all those people who are doing that. And I left off with reminding you again, what would my life be like if I continue like this? We talked about that this. We always going to be talking about that this. That one thing that will try to chokehold you, so to speak, or grab you, or distract you. See, because we live who we believe we are. Right up here. Right up here. We live who we believe we are. And I think James is going to give us some information to not only help us just think about talking about focusing ourselves, but I think he's going to share with us some food groups. Take it away, James.
So I wanted to dive into a little bit more along the recipes that I gave you on Monday's show.
Okay.
So I wanted to talk a little bit more about the apple and brie quesadillas. Just to give you what is in it, show you a little prep time, and then how long the cook time is. So you're not prepping this meal or this snack for too long. And then also things that you can look out for so you won't mentally get distracted with your journey through your fitness and getting yourself more healthy. So with the brie and apple quesadillas, there's a teaspoon of Dijon mustard, 2 teaspoons of apple cider, 3 10-inch flour tortillas, 6-ounce brie cheese, rind removed. Go ahead and cut those up in 1/4 inch thick slices, 1 cord apple, and you're going to cut that up in 1/4 inch slices as well. 3 cups of agular divided, and 3.5 teaspoons of ground pepper.
Okay. So you're giving them the details how to make this healthy food.
Those are
You're
the
not
ingredients.
just suggesting the food. You're giving them the ingredients of how to make this food.
Yes.
So now, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to have to get motivated to learn how to do quick fixing meals, which is a good thing. Because you know what that does? That puts money back in your home. I don't know what the average fast food meal is this day, but I would say an average of $7.
It's a good guess.
On an average, about a $7, right?
Yeah.
So you figure if you have had a habit, a lifestyle habit like we talk about, of $7. Just take one meal a day you eating, which most people probably eat two.
Right.
But we're going to be kind and say you're only eating out once a day. 7 times 5, that's $35 in a week. We want him to count Saturday and Sunday when you go to the sports game with your children, with your nieces, with your nephews, with your family members. We want him to count those $14 for the weekend. 35 times 4, that's $140 a month, isn't it? $140 a month just in one meal, 5 days a week. I probably should have brought my calculator and said 140 times 12. So I don't really know what that is off the top of my head. But imagine that.
It's a lot of money.
That's investment into your future. Into a good stock that grows at a pretty good pace. And guess what? If you're eating at most of these fast restaurants, needless to say, processed food. So that's why I had to work so hard to remove myself from that type of lifestyle habit. You just kind of trigger something there. You know, when you start talking about cooking, quick fixing, right from home, that's something I've had to train myself to do. Go right ahead.
Good, good. So, still on the topic of mindset, the topic that we had on last week, I just want to dive into that a little bit more. We've talked about not allowing the scale to dictate your mindset. The number on the scale can be a starting point for you, but I want you to think about it as just a starting point. Find out where you are, and then you can progress and move from that. My suggestion would be to get with a personal trainer and use that. We as personal trainers only use that number on the scale as a calculated number to help us get your body fat, which is the most important number that you need to be thinking about. The number on the scale should not dictate your feelings, your mood for that day, make you feel like you're a failure at all. Don't give that number on the scale that much power. Don't.
So basically, you're creating a plan.
Definitely.
It's just a starting point for you to create a plan.
It's
Usually,
just a
for
starting
example,
point.
starting point for you to create a plan for me to understand where I need to go.
Definitely.
Okay. All right. Go right ahead. Continue.
The other thing is, let's say we go on vacation, we're not at home for a little while. Whatever you may do, if you fall off, that does not mean you have to start over. Start back to where you were. If you were gone too long, there are ways that your body has declined in a way or set back just a little bit, not as much as you think. When you're in the gym, you're actually doing work. Regardless if you know what you're doing while you're in there, you go in and just do cardio, you are working, you are doing the right things. Ask somebody, comment in the blocks below. Ask James the trainer, ask Mr. 1%. We're here to help you guys out with how you get started. And if you fall off, do you have to start all the way back over? What is the process that I have to be into to get me back where I was before I went on vacation, before I started to do bad, before I ate that pizza? Oh, woe was me, now we're upset. We don't have to start over.
Yay! We don't have to start over. And you know what? I think it's good that you bring it out that they're working even if in the gym and they're not sure what they're doing. Because several times I've been in the gym, sometime late at night, I go to a 24-hour gym sometime, and I've heard guys say, man, I just made it here. I said, you just made it here? I said, gosh, we're here.
Right.
You think about it. We have to mentally think, I'm going to get in the car, start it up, and I'm going to the gym, not to the grocery store.
Right.
Not to the ball game, not to the movies, not to necessarily entertainment. but I'm going to the gym to take care of my body.
And if you make it there, that's a win.
Yes, because
Take your wins.
I'm gonna tell you, I went to the gym one time after a long day. Even though I got to the gym, parked my car. I sat in my car another 10 minutes, deliberating if I really want to go in there.
I've done it.
I'm just telling you. And I know it's healthy for me. So I want you all to be encouraged. Some of the same thought processes or challenges you have just getting your feet inside that gym. Most of us have those challenges. So I think it's good that you brought that out, that if you're in the gym, you're working, you're doing something.
Right.
So I just wanted to kind of shed light. Go right ahead. Continue with what you were saying.
So that was mainly what I wanted to bring forth was, if we didn't hear it, if you're tuning in for the first time, we talked about how we do not let the scale dictate your mindset, where you feel about yourself at all. The scale, the number on the scale is just a number. It's just a starting point. You understand that you want to be there. Let's not dwell on that number. Do not write that number down. You see it on the scale. It's in your head. There's no reason to keep it in front of you. Put other things in front of you to motivate you. If you're in the gym, you are working. That is a win. You're doing a lot better than anybody else that's sitting on the couch. Know that. Believe that.
Yes.
And then we also talked about healthier options that you can pick snack-wise.
Let's discuss that. I think I was sharing with you the other day how I'm trying to research all the things that help my mind think clear. One of the things that I eat often now is blueberries.
Good.
Every chance I get, at least 4 times a week, I eat blueberries. Not just in my smoothies, I try to buy it as fruit or a drink or something.
Good.
Because I heard it was a great brain food.
And it is.
You know, and could you suggest at least one more great brain food that, you know, that stimulates the brain to have more clarity and more focus?
So there's almonds and also Brazil nuts.
Okay. So we just learned about 3 things that we can enhance our life with. And I want to give you your stop motivation piece before we get off here today. The S. Say I will become better. I will become healthy. The T. When? Today, today, today. O. On. P. Purpose. Stop wasting your time doing things in life that just don't matter. Yes, I'm a little silly, but I promise you I care about you because you're very valuable. And this has been the Stop Wasting Your Time. Let's talk about it. Have a great day. Be encouraged. Become more healthy because you can.